The nature and conditions of the radical elements in those countries, they differ from one country to another. But there is a common tendency that we see a rise in the radicalization. There are different reasons for this rise in the radicalization. Lack of development, underdevelopment, poverty, education. But also we see a new trend which is very dangerous. Countries in conflict, countries in internal division and fragmentation can be manipulated by some elements from outside to turn these areas into war zones of radical movements by recruiting and influencing young minds and bringing them into this dangerous radical ideology, which is quite a dangerous development.
How do you deal with these small radical groups, often known here as cells, in order to subdue them or eliminate?
This is a new phenomenon. Small pockets of radicalization, whether in the Muslim world, in Asia or Western countries, these groups, they are under the influence of certain ideologies. And they are the sources of spreading hatred. And if they are not treated and if they are not handled at an earlier stage, the problem might get aggravated, and these groups might start interacting with each other to form a network of radicalization. Then their target might be anywhere in the world, especially by exploiting the countries in conflict and internal problem. Therefore, it is very important that at the local level, through the assistance of community leaders, elders, politicians, religious leaders, this type of radical movements are dealt with by addressing the root causes of the problem.
What has your organization, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, done in promoting or enhancing this, if you will, fight against radical groups?
First of all, at the national level, regional level, and international level, there is a need for open and sincere dialogue to deal with all issues and challenges. The lack of dialogue might enable certain groups to manipulate those issues through radical action. So therefore, OIC, my organization, has been an enabler and promoter of dialogue at the international level by raising awareness within the Muslim world or in terms of relationship between Muslim world and the Western countries. There are so many issues and challenges which require sincere outlook and inward look, self-critique, and also international cooperation. And in terms of all these aspects, I think OIC is trying to be a voice and force of moderation and modernization and dialogue, positive, constructive dialogue. I believe that at the international level, we need sincere assessment of the sources of challenges, and we need to show more empathy and understanding towards each other. And when it comes to intolerance on the basis of religion, for example, by showing empathy towards everybody, towards all religions, we can give the positive message. An example of that is when we talk about Islamophobia, we talk about any negative action or repression towards Christians, Christianophobia, anti-Semitism. So all these challenges should be tackled in a balanced and a fair manner. I think fairness should be our guidance.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. It was a pleasure.